Many friendships drift apart over time, but the way a Sigma male vanishes feels different. One week he answers every message. The next week his inbox is silent. No anger, no scene, just a smooth slide into absence. Friends replay earlier conversations, searching for clues, yet often find none. The real signals lived inside his private math, where freedom and focus carry more weight than social tradition. Whenever the numbers tilt toward imbalance, he steps away. But what exactly causes them to cut ties and vanish? Well, in this video, I'll be discussing 8 reasons why Sigma males disappear. Number 1. Praise gradually turns into pressure. Positive attention feels harmless in the early stages of any relationship. A friendly coworker praises the Sigma's efficiency, a neighbor compliments his reliability, or an online group starts highlighting his insights. Yet compliments rarely stay in their original form. They evolve into small requests, then into expectations, and sometimes into obligations cloaked in flattery. Meetings run longer because you always have the best ideas. Tasks arrive late on his desk because you handle these better than anyone. The Sigma notices the shift from optional contribution to unspoken duty, and he weighs the future cost. He can already see himself carrying a larger load or defending his boundaries week after week. Rather than wait for admiration to become invisible handcuffs, he exits while goodwill is still positive. From the outside, the exit seems sudden. From his side, it is a preemptive strike that keeps future resentment off the table. Number 2. Empty bonds fail the time value test. The Sigma treats every block of time like a limited resource that must either add knowledge, deepen trust, or restore energy. When social events turn into repetitive small talk, when group chats degrade into recycled gossip, or when outings feel driven by routine rather than real connection, the Sigma runs a quick audit. The hours he invests no longer yield growth or honest joy. He does not chase conflict by accusing anyone of wasting his time. He simply lets the calendar clear itself. Messages receive slower replies, invitations time out unanswered, and eventually his seat at the table remains empty. Instead of those hours, he books study sessions, solo hikes, extended sleep, or skill practice. Friends who thrive on constant company feel stung, but the Sigma believes guarding his minutes is no different from guarding his savings account against needless spending. Number 3. Deep focus retreats accelerate growth. When a Sigma declares a major objective, completing a certificate, writing a long paper, rebuilding physical strength, he knows scattered effort will stretch the timeline. To compress the schedule, he establishes a closed environment around the project. Notifications turn off. Social platforms log him out. Even voice calls funnel to brief, scheduled windows. Within that quiet barricade, he can enter long streams of focus where ideas develop without interruption and muscles recover without late-night distractions. Weeks inside the barricade can equal months of normal pace. When the project locks in place, he returns to open contact, often with a new skill that directly benefits others. Those unaccustomed to his pattern see only the blackout period and misread it as arrogance or disinterest. In truth, the retreat is a short-term loan he takes from his social life, so he can pay it back later in competence and stability. Number 4. Personal growth outruns familiar circles. The Sigma measures progress by change that sticks. He adopts fresh habits willingly, shifts viewpoints when new evidence appears, and updates daily routines when old ones stall. Over time, these small calibrations compound. The subjects that once lit up a conversation start to feel like ground already covered. Weekend plans that once felt adventurous become predictable. When he tries to share his new directions with longtime companions, he senses their polite nods masking discomfort. Rather than ask them to accelerate or pretend he has not changed, he lets natural distance develop. The drift is less a rejection than an acceptance that two roads have forked. He leaves old circles intact, simply choosing a faster lane for himself. Later, if paths cross, he greets old friends warmly, but he will not step back into routines that restrain his current pace. Number 5. Trust breaks in a single snap. For many people, trust is a spectrum that bends and frays yet remains usable. For the Sigma, it is a pane of glass that works at full strength or not at all. A single moment can cause the pane to shatter, a secret casually shared, a promise ignored when priorities shifted, or thinly veiled jealousy when the Sigma reaches a milestone. Repair would mean patching cracks with constant vigilance, and the Sigma sees that ongoing alertness as a larger burden than walking away. He initiates no dramatic courtroom scene. He simply removes access. Contact dwindles to silence. The other person may feel blindsided, yet the Sigma believes one clear break prevents many small disappointments later. In his mind, guarding mental stability is worth any label of unforgiving. Number 6. Constant drama depletes mental bandwidth. Some networks thrive on hot takes, rapid gossip, or frequent interpersonal showdowns. They produce constant adrenaline spikes that can feel exciting, but also drain mental focus. The Sigma observes rising tensions, identifies cycles, argument, apology, repeat, and forecasts mounting fatigue. Instead of serving as a permanent referee or emotional paramedic, he steps away. That withdrawal might involve declining invitations, leaving a chat group, or physically relocating to a quieter workspace. With distance, his cognitive load lightens, creative thinking rebounds, and long-range projects move forward again. Drama may continue without him, but he treats that turbulence as weather beyond his control, choosing clear skies in a different climate. Number 7. Environmental resets restore perspective. Even disciplined routines can lull the mind into mechanical repeat mode. When each day starts to match the last in flavor and surprise, the Sigma triggers a full reset. He might book a small cabin far from city noise, rearrange his furniture to shift daily pathways, or power down every screen for several dawn to dusk cycles. New surroundings, or even the stark quiet of no digital input, strip away autopilot habits. In the blank space, he reviews goals line by line, drops outdated tasks, and drafts a fresh schedule aligned with current priorities. Though friends may wonder why he stepped away, the Sigma views the reset as preventive care, like changing engine oil before the car seizes. After the reboot, he returns clearer, quicker to laugh, and ready to contribute without the numbness that routine decay breeds. Number 8. Clear action replaces lengthy explanation. The Sigma recognizes that detailed explanations often invite bargaining, guilt tactics, or pressure to compromise. He judges these conversations high in emotion, but low in practical outcome. Rather than debate his boundaries, he communicates through decisive moves. If a workplace changes values he cannot endorse, he completes his obligations and submits a polite resignation. If a social tie erodes into one-sided need, he allows the link to lapse without sending essays about why. Consistent withdrawal may look heartless, yet the Sigma sees it as cleaner and more honest. People do not misinterpret his stance because the action is unambiguous. He preserves his mental energy for new ventures and spares others the confusion of mixed signals. Over time, those who know him accept the pattern. While he is present, his commitment is solid. When alignment ends, he departs in a single, unmistakable step. When a Sigma male slips beyond the edge of the crowd, his silence is not a vanishing act, but a recalibration. He measures life by the clarity of his own path, pruning whatever blurs that line: noise, routine, or obligations that no longer fit. From the outside, his exit feels abrupt. From his view, it is simply the moment when staying would cost more than stepping away. In the quiet that follows, he isn't hiding or retreating. He is making room for the next version of himself to emerge, untethered and fully aligned with where he needs to go. Do you agree with the points I discussed in this video? We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. For more deep dives into the Sigma male mindset, be sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching and being a part of our community. If you're ready to continue your journey toward achieving greatness, hit the like button and subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. Click here to see how brutal childhoods turn boys into Sigma males.